They convicted Marcus Hale of murder in 1993. Then someone found the overnight janitor's handwritten confession, sealed inside a maintenance closet at the crime scene building. And it named a man who was never questioned, never charged, and still lives 3 miles from where the body was found. So why was that confession sitting behind a wall panel for 31 years? The official story was clean. March 4, 1993. Dennis Pryor was found beaten to death in the stairwell of the Kellerman Building on South Porter Avenue. The lobby camera footage had been corrupted. No usable fingerprints. One witness, a parking attendant named Carla Webb, told police she saw a man matching Marcus Hale's description leaving the building at 11:47 p.m. The prosecution added a boot print lifted from the landing and testimony from a county jail cellmate who claimed Hale had confessed to him. The jury deliberated 6 hours. Marcus Hale received 25 to life. Case closed. In February 2024, a demolition crew gutting the old Kellerman building found a sealed maintenance envelope taped behind a false panel in closet 4B on the 4th floor. Inside was a 3-page handwritten statement dated March 7, 1993, 3 days after the murder, 2 weeks before Hale's arrest. The author identified himself as Raymond Costello, the building's overnight janitor from 1989 to 1994. Costello wrote that on the night of March 4th, he was mopping the 3rd-floor corridor when he heard an altercation in the stairwell below. He did not call out. He looked through the fire door window. He watched a man he knew by name, a man he worked alongside, a man with keyed access to every floor, beat Dennis Pryor to death. Costello signed the statement. He dated it. He included the other man's full name, his employee ID number, and his home address as of March 1993. That name does not appear anywhere in the trial record. Not in prosecution discovery filings, not in the detective's investigative notes, not on the witness list. Costello himself was never subpoenaed, never called to testify. When defense attorneys requested the Kellerman Building's full employee records before trial, they received a partial list, 17 names. Costello's name was not among them. His employment form, designated HR 114, carried a handwritten notation in the margin, terminated prior to incident, not relevant. The person who wrote that notation signed only with initials. The initials are DR. The lead detective assigned to the Marcus Hale case was a man named Daniel Reyes. Here is where it stops being a clerical error. Costello did not lose the statement or forget to send it. He sealed it. He labeled it with the active case number, case 93CR418. He placed it inside a building the city held the maintenance contract for through 2001. Someone with access to that building, that closet, and that case number put it behind a false wall panel. That is not a misfile. A misfile lands in the wrong folder. This statement stayed hidden while Marcus Hale served 22 years, exhausted his appeals, and died of a cardiac event in the Westfield Correctional Infirmary in September 2015. He was 58 years old. He never knew the confession existed, but the confession was not even the strangest part. When investigators cross-referenced Costello's statement against the city's archived payroll records, they found that the man Costello named, by his employee ID, by his address, had been drawing a city maintenance paycheck through a subcontractor account until August 1994, more than a year after the murder. That subcontractor firm's listed contact on file with the city was the same DR who had marked Costello's employment record not relevant, and removed his name from the list provided to defense counsel. The connection is not alleged. It is documented in the city's own vendor ledger, document series 94M, page 211, currently held by the county clerk's office. 2 lines on a government spreadsheet that no one pulled for 30 years. Carla Webb, the parking attendant whose identification put Hale at the scene, had already told a journalist in 2019, 5 years before the confession surfaced, that she was never certain of what she saw. She said the photo array she was shown had only one image marked with a number on the back. Her original signed statement to police reads, "Positive identification." The cellmate who testified that Hale confessed was released 6 weeks after trial on a sentence that by the court's own record should have run another 18 months. Marcus Hale had no prior criminal record before 1993. None. Raymond Costello died in 2009. The man he named in that statement, by full name, by employee number, by address, is 74 years old. Law enforcement has never contacted him in connection with the death of Dennis Pryor. The County District Attorney's Office received a certified copy of the confession in March 2024. No investigation has been announced. A signed, dated, case-numbered eyewitness statement was physically hidden inside the crime scene building while a man with no record went to prison, served over 2 decades, and died there. We know who signed it. We know what it says. We know what it names. What no authority has yet chosen to explain is who carried it to closet 4B and pressed it behind that panel, and whether the person who did is still collecting a pension.